Hello and welcome back to Star Ocean, the second story remake stream. Sorry, I had trying to buy time, mess with my headphones. The volume was too high. So we're going into Phinal for the first time. We're gonna get our asses beat here. I'm pretty sure we need to lose in this. Oh, wait a second. There, turn off my... No, I want to make sure I turn the bait off. There we go. Now we're gonna go. We're gonna fight him. We're also gonna see the Calnus get destroyed here. So it's a bit of a story part. We're gonna fight some robots. And then we're gonna fight the dude with the big sword, which should show up soon. Not him, he's last boss. Yeah, not him either, he's the second last boss. I wonder why they went with 3 pillars when they only show up on the first 2. I guess they wanted to show that he's, like Gabriel here is like at the top because his pillar is higher. Oh, there we go. This must be number 3. Mustache guy. I'm pretty sure this used to be on a screen, like up on the wall and not on the floor. It's kind of a weird ship design, huh? It's like a one long spike with like that hoop on the outside. I wonder why it's like that. I mean, it looks cool. See, they never say how fast this thing is, right? And like, what's the range on this cannon? Couldn't the Calnus just move out of the way? Right, instead they just kind of sit here and take it. Right. So to me, again, even though I like the game and it's a great game, it does have some holes, which is fine, right? Like every game is gonna have some. It's just like the rest of the game is so great that you can kind of overlook that type of thing, right? It's like, well, it doesn't really make sense that they would just hang around. Like, they stay here and they attack it, right? They try and attack it back. Why not just leave? Because like every shot has come from the same place, so try and move to the other side and see if it still happens. But they don't. They just get killed. See, and now that we've gone through the 4 fields and Claude is like grown as a person, he's like, no, my dad's up there. He doesn't see his dad as like the shadow anymore. I kind of like how they did this now, because in the other version it would go to like like the bridge. It'd show like a cutscene of the bridge, and they would just be talking with the sprites. But here it's just voiced over the video, which looks really nice. If only the Front Mission 3 remake could be developed with the same kind of love and care for the original as this. Or Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8 remake, another amazing remake, beautiful. Because the Koei, it's their game and they did the remake. They actually gave a shit about it. And then Square, they pull out all the stops for the Final Fantasy VII remake. And then these other remakes, it's just like whoever's got the lowest bid. Not even half-assed. Half-assed is probably twice as much ass as was actually given. It's like a quarter ass effort, or like a 16th ass effort put into. Holy shit! It sounds more emotional in that Japanese. It almost looks like there's a planet in there, like a gas giant with rings inside the mass. And then they're gone. And they don't even try and move. I can't remember if it shows the ship all broken up in this one like it does in the original. Yeah, now he's mad. Yeah, and it's not just the Front Mission remakes from Square that weren't very good. I heard the what was it, Secret of Mana? I heard that one wasn't very good either. Because instead of... So you got this game, sprites, right? Sprites on, like, you know, painted backgrounds with some elements of 3D to kind of, like, make it look 3D, but there's a lot of, like, just similar to Final Fantasy VII. It's a lot of, like, 2.5D, I guess is the best way of putting it. But, in Secret of the Mana, they went with like instead of the sprites, they went with like polygon type characters. They just like made the characters, not sprites, which kind of takes away like the nostalgic look at of the game. And apparently, like they weren't very well done. Which is unfortunate. I remember playing a shitload of Secret of Mana on the Super Nintendo. I'd always be the sprite, the magic user. And then my buddy would play usually the other chick, but with I can't remember what weapon. Whatever, it's not important. Or the dude with the sword. The start of the game. And lots of memories of that game. Oh, whoops. I switched Chisato back to 10,000 volts. We'll look at preparation later. I'm not super worried about these guys because they're kind of a joke. And then this guy, I don't think you can win. At least in the... I can't remember. I know for sure in the original, this battle was impossible. But the battle with that demon guy at the base, at the frontline base, was also impossible. Like, you could not win. Yeah, so we can't beat him here. We just need to die. It sucks. I'm gonna lose my bonus gauge. Actually, oh, it just drops me to 1? It used to just kill you. Wow. There we go. I don't think I have on my inventory. I could have used a nuclear bomb and just drop my whole party to 1. Well, I'm not sure how getting our hands on like antimater weapons makes our spells work any better. But whatever, it works. And we'll get a private action with her in Fun City later. We all just kind of walk. How nice of him to just let us all go. Because he could have easily just kept sending robots after us. Or retract the bridge so we couldn't get away. We sleep well. We got our ass beat. Yeah. Didn't have the right tools for the job. See, this was a big mistake on their part. If they knew about these weapons and had access to the means of producing them, we should have made them right away. Like, the only reason why we succeed is because they let us leave. Right? They could have easily killed us all, and then that would have been the end of it. Yeah, Symbological Weapons Laboratory. This is in Armlock. Yeah, the symbol. It's funny they put like an English word in here or there. I'm confident that there is a Japanese word for sorcery and a Japanese word for globe. Right? Like, it doesn't make sense that they would use the English version of that. Yeah, the symbol of annihilation. So it's, again, a bit of a hole here, but if the symbol is so dangerous, why wouldn't they just like completely get rid of any and every mention of it? Like, maybe the 10 wise men knew. I guess if they already knew the symbol, then they might know how to recreate it. So I guess it might be a good reason for keeping it. Oops. There we go.
ではあなた方は一足先にアームロックに行ってください。私はもう少ししなければならないことがあるので、アームロックで落ち合うことにしましょう。
I just looked it up on my phone. There is, in fact, Japanese for Sorcery Globe.
ソーサリーグローブ。
Oh, no, it's not. I couldn't hear it because my thing was so low. Huh, that's very interesting. It's like looking at the words, well, looking at like the English spelling of the Japanese characters, it does kind of like phonetically sound like go how it sounds, right? Like just looking at it here. So it's all right then. But I guess I'm wrong. There is no like Japanese for that. Well, there is, but there isn't. Like it's just Sorcery Globe. SOSARIGUROBU. That's why it sounds like that. She just want to check something. Yeah, Centropolis. This must be where we get that thing with Chisato to investigate. Keep investigating. Or maybe not. Shouldn't she be here? This is where I work. Maybe we need to do something else at North City first. I thought we just needed to... Fishing. Where did it say I could fish? Is there like a water pot somewhere? Well, whatever. No, it's outside. And we won't see Philia until after you beat the game. Oh, it's probably the one with Leon where he's pining about a girl. Yeah. And she's like, yeah, you're totally not my type, you're too young. And he's like, oh, go find me a girl. Oh, this is about Expel. Okay, never mind. It's in Fun City where he does the one Find Me a Girl. Can't give up, buddy. Yeah, we can beat him. We might need to give Leon another slap. I thought he was gonna give him a smack again. No, still needs a mommy. He is only 12. Yeah, stay strong. Or maybe it's after this, because we get the password, right? And then we try... It really won't let me go into the... It won't let me fast travel straight to the library? That sucks. back up here. The information hasn't changed, like it's the same. Yes, this is just talking about the lab. And then antimatter weapons. And then they closed it. Very exciting. Yeah, and this just talks about kind of some of the shit that they were working on there. Rima, that's Serena's mom. Oops. And then this, it doesn't let you in. Yeah, I guess we need to go to... Armlock first. Actually, let's check here. Or maybe we need to talk to the hacker guys in the school. So we'll try that. And I'm pretty sure you don't need Rena in the party. It just works. Yeah, and then he's not here. He doesn't show up. He doesn't show up during private actions. Okay, let's just go to Armlock. She's right. He just tells us, oh yeah, he's here. Like we know what that is. Oh, I must have missed one. City of Weaponsmiths. Actually, I don't think... Yeah, I don't think any of this will be better than what I'm using. 300 int, that might actually be better. Oh, there goes Spark Whip. I'm wrong. Yeah, whatever, it's only 80 grand. The lightning gun. Oh, there you go. Once again, I'm wrong. Holy shit, that's a pretty significant increase, too. Yeah, see, this one wasn't as big as I was expecting. Again, with the attack power, it doesn't make any sense for the mages to need all that attack power. There should be... Ah, there's a guild. I go to the wrong guy all the time. Oh, there's nothing. Go to the wrong guy all the time. Oh, and this is where we can... Oh, I can't... I don't think I can do it on this. I need... I think Ashton. Ashton or Diaz. You can do a pro... No, it can't be Diaz. It's just Ashton. You can do a private action where you get like... You get like a drink there. And one of them you can get is... It's like a date drink, basically. It's like a lovey flower heart drink with 2 straws that you can share together. Because you get to pick your drink first, right? And you order, if you pick that, and then she just takes off, the waitress takes off. And then Ashton is like, well, I wonder why she didn't ask me for my drink. And then she comes back and puts it down between the front, in front of the two of you, in between you. And the two of you just looking at it, and then you're looking at each other. It's like, and then they both use the straws to share the drink, and they're all blushing. It's like, this is weird, man. I think there's one drink you can get that's like really salty, I think, and it's like, oh, it's terrible. I can't remember the name of it. I had a drink like that one time. I was out on a date with this chick from work. This was before I met my wife. It was also Chinese, by the way. And we went with some friends to this Chinese place in the city here. And I like everything is in Chinese. The menu, I'm looking at the menu and she's like, "Oh, just order whatever you want." And I'm looking at it, and it's like there's no pictures. I don't know what any of this is. So that's what I'm thinking in my head. It's like, oh no, she's got me. So I just said, oh, just order whatever you think is best, whatever your favorites are. And there were some of her friends there too, and you can tell by the looks on their faces, like, oh yeah, this guy doesn't know anything about Chinese. Can't read it. I still can't read Chinese. I can't speak Chinese. I've been married for 9 years. My wife, she speaks Chinese. I don't speak anything. But I ordered a drink, and I'm looking at it, and it's like, oh, I'll get this drink. And then she's like, oh, are you sure? And it's like, yeah, I think this one will be okay. Because the drink menu actually had pictures, and the drink looked good. And she's like, okay. But she didn't warn me. It was the saltiest thing. Like, man, I could suck on a deer lick, and it would be less salty than that drink. I can't believe it. And like the whole meal was super salty. So I'm like, I'm wicked thirsty. And I try to drink this drink, and it's like, oh my god. It's like 4 parts salt to 1 part liquid. Well, like, obviously I'm just a little bit of hyperbole there, but it was unbelievably salty. But one of the drinks you can order here is like that too. It's just like unreal how salty it is. It's like, wow. And the food was good though. But that drink, whew, that's awful. It was awful. What is the other one? I think you can get like a sugary iced tea type drink too. There's 3 different choices in that private action. We won't see it here because I'm almost 100% sure it's just Claude and Ashton who can do that. Search around. This place looks pretty good for being 700 million years old, huh? The fact that there's like desks here at all, like, it looks all rusted, but 700 million years, there should be nothing left. Like nothing, absolutely nothing. Right, you can tell that nature is overgrowing the place, right? It's all these plants and everything. There would be no trace of this building left. They would all be crumbled and just completely taken over by nature. I think, yeah, there we go. There's a chest. I knew there was a treasure on here someplace. I think there's, oh, there we go. I was just gonna say, I think there's one of these things here. Space-time travel relics. So that crater there is the space-time, is what's left of the space-time transporter thingy that Rena got sent through. There we go. I didn't necessarily need to grab that now. I could have waited and gotten it after we do the story bit. Although, if you miss that chest and you miss that point of interest, you can't complete the challenge for getting 100% because you can't come back here. This is the only time that you come here, and you're never allowed to come back. So if you miss them, you're SOL. Although I'm not sure if you do like a new game plus, because I think I mentioned this before, but the reason I didn't do a new game, I haven't done a new game plus. Like I did it on the PS5, but I didn't like that I started level 255. Right, you got like all of your skills, all of your experience, or whatever. I would have been fine, like, you know, keeping items, keeping your item creation and stuff, like knowing what you've crafted and everything like that for the encyclopedia. But apparently I think I mentioned this already, but I think that there's an option now so that when you do New Game Plus, you don't have to stay, you don't have to keep your level. You can choose to reset your level. It's a miracle that any of this even works. The one hell of a computer, there's plants growing out of the computer, or at least on it, and it still works. And it still has power and everything. That's possible that they had done some prep work. Like running power cables and shit like that. I'm pretty sure the angle of the room is different. Like in the other versions, like you're kind of seeing it from the other direction. You don't get to see. You don't get to see down into the lab. They definitely got the audio right here, though. Man, trying to watch security footage that has audio, for whatever reason, it's always really tinny. Maybe it's just the camera systems that I've used. They're very tinny. No bass. I think they did a really good job on her portrait, Rima. Right, because her face didn't come up again, but she doesn't look like Rina. Like they don't look exactly alike, but you can definitely see the resemblance, like a mother-daughter kind of thing, right? So I think they did good there, because a lot of times you see stuff like this and it's just like the age slider is turned up. They're exactly the same. It's like, okay. She's got a similar hairstyle though, right? Hers is more like a bob, but still very short. Sorry about that. Something went down the wrong tube there, making me choke. Just saying, like, her sprite, the hair on her sprite doesn't quite look the same as the portrait. But that's okay, a lot of them are like that. What will we see? Oh yeah, there he is. Little Rina. Although her sprite makes her seem smaller, or maybe the portrait makes her look older. Look at, I'd say she's like 5. That's kind of where she looks to me. right around kindergarten age.
どうしたのレナ？大丈夫よ。ママが助けてあげるからね。
ですが所長、現在研究中のものは生物を入れるよ
But
う
I'm
には
not
作ら
sure
れてい
how
ません
old she's supposed to be here. I can't remember. I don't know if they ever actually say, to be honest with you.
このままではこの子は死んでしまうの。ならば、
Yeah,
可
her
能
mom's
性にかけてみたいの。
her mom's got the
大
right
人は
idea,
入れないし。
right? We could do nothing and she dies when the lab explodes,
わかりました
or we could try this extremely dangerous experiment to send her through the time-space displacement thing,
ごめんね。
and maybe she doesn't die. I mean, she probably
もっと一
does,
緒にいてあげたかったの
right?
に。
But at least her mom can die knowing that she did everything she could to save
ママか
her
らの
daughter.
少し早い誕生日プレゼントよ。
And there it is, the quadratic key.
レナ、
所長、あと1分しかありません
わかってるわ。
So now she just belts out this like 24-digit alphanumeric code. Just it's like, what? How do you memorize something like that?
データベースへのアクセスコードは
Oh, it's only 20. My bad.
99469934
That makes it so much more reasonable.
でも、なるべくなら使用しないでください。
And
お願
then
いします。
Rena remembers it perfectly, only hearing it this one time. She's got an incredible memory.
これが研究所崩壊時の全記録です
所長さんのお嬢さんのレナって。
Why would you even ask that? Like it's a bit of a coincidence, yes, that they've got the same name, right? But other than that, I mean, it's like this is like hundreds of millions of years ago, 700 million years ago. Could just be a
紋章兵器研
coincidence.
究所所長リーマの娘レナは
私なんですね。
レナ、
That's how
記
she
憶にあ
remembers
る
this
というわけ
place.
ではありません。でも体がなんとなく
Right.
覚えているんです。
そうですか
She remembers it because she was there, but she was so young she doesn't like remember it. Like she just remembers the feelings.
お知らせするのは辛いのですが
Yeah.
7億年前の
And now she's gonna run away.
7億年。
爆発時のエネルギーが時空転移シ
And
ールドに
I
吸
can
収さ
kind
れ
of
た
get
こ
it.
とはわかりますね
Like that Rena, I mean, she is only 17, so it's
あのサイ
like
ズで
12 years.
時空間移動を
But
可能とする
even
装置
then-
だったのだと思います
like, especially now, I'm in my 40s,
そんな技術
trying to
が
like
7億年前に
remember things that happened when I was 5. I
レ
couldn't
ナ
tell
さん
you.
の入った箱は
Like-
時空転移シールドに
Oh, somebody
エネル
just
ギ
fell
ーとともに
upstairs.
飲み込まれ
Uh,
破壊
like
される瞬
I
間
have
に
some memories
時
from
空
when I
間移
was
動を
little,
奇跡的に果たしたと考え
But
るのが妥当です
I couldn't tell you how old I was. I was just
そ
little.
して
I don't know.
エクスペル
ええおそら
I
くは
remember like nearly drowning in that pool because that was kind of traumatizing, gonna be honest.
本当
But
そうです
I got attacked by bees one time. I got
7
it's my own stupid fault. I was with a bunch of other kids. It was like a birthday party,
なん
and we
か
were all eating
時間
cake,
湧かないし
and we were watching these bees.
大丈夫。別
They
に
had built a
レナ、
like a nest inside like a pile of railroad ties that were just like sitting by the property, and we saw the bees like flying in and out, and then we thought, oh, we'll share our cake with the bees.
データベースへの
So
ア
we,
クセスコード
so
があり
we
ます
started throwing our cake at the entrance of the beehive, and then all of a sudden there were bees everywhere. We were getting swarmed. I got stung 9 times. I don't know how old I was. I don't know any of the kids' names. I remember we were just running and screaming. It- How many of us were there? I don't
追い
remember.
かけてやれクロー
There
ド
was a bunch. And I remember running in terror and crying and screaming, getting stung all over my arms and my legs. It was crazy. The rest of the party was inside. Everyone, a bunch of crying kids. All got attacked by bees. But we were doing the right thing. We were trying to share our cake. I remember that, but I don't remember the details. And I couldn't tell you how old I was. And then we lived at the same place, so I must have been around the same age. I was playing around. There was this vacant lot right beside where we were living. Not like beside the house, but there was like the little community. There was a vacant lot there, right beside it. And no matter how many times I was told not to play in there, I'd go play in there anyways. I stepped on a board that had a nail in it, and it went right through my foot. Like literally through my foot. It was sticking out of the top of the shoe.
どこに行ったんだろ
I ended up going to the hospital. I got a tetanus shot. No permanent damage. I got lucky. It just, like, where it went through my foot, it didn't, like, hit anything important. So that's good.
うレナ
My sister, this one time,
ごめんね
my uncle was going to
突
take her
然飛び出し
to
ちゃって
a pool.
ここに
I think it was the same pool I nearly drowned in, but I don't think that happened yet. I can't remember if it was before or after this, but I remember that I wasn't
記憶には
going to
ない
be
んだ
going.
けど
I had to stay home.
風の匂いや
And I couldn't find my sister or my uncle. I couldn't find them in the house. So I decided, oh, well, I'm just going to go. I'm pretty sure I know how to get to the pool. So I just walked off. I just walked off to find the pool. Here I am, this little kid.
1000年かな
Was I in school? I don't
それと
remember.
も2000年
I would have been between 3 and 5, I think.
私は
I remember walking across this bridge.
7億年も前の
Busy
人間
on the sidewalk, not on the roadway, but I was walking across the bridge, and then this cop
この
stops
記憶
me.
もずっと
Like I guess somebody saw me walking down the street and called the police and reported it because there was a police station
私
like
お母さん
10 minutes from where I
ず
lived
っ
at the
と
time,
何かのお母さんは
and they
私に緊急を
they
やったん
come
じゃないの
up and they're talking to me. Where are you going? Where are your parents? Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to the swimming pool.
僕の母さんも
I'm this way with my sister. My sister is at the swimming pool.
ずっと年俸の試験だった
I'm gonna go to the swimming pool.
お母さん
That's
は
all I had in my
父さん
mind.
と結婚して
Get to the
僕を
pool.
産んだ
I want to
そ
go
れからすぐ
swimming
に
at the pool.
科学者としての道に
I did
戻っ
not,
た
in
んだ
fact, go swimming at the
もう
pool.
一生だけど僕を
They
放っ
put
て
me
お
in the
くことは
police
な
car
かっ
and brought me to the police station, and then they called my parents.
たどっちも一生懸命だった
And then my parents came and they gave them
両
shit,
方諦めることはできなかっ
and
たって
then they let
一回
let
だけ話して
my
くれた
mom
ことがある
take me back home, but then the government showed up, like Child and Family Services showed up. Now I didn't learn about that part until I was older.
愛していたんだ
I remember my sister and my mom talking about it, and my uncle, the same one who brought my sister to the pool. They hadn't even left yet. My sister got mad because they weren't able to go to the pool because everyone was freaking out trying to find where I disappeared to. And I ended up in the back of a police car and brought me to the police station. Yeah, and then Child and Family Services showed up
僕だって辛い
and
時
they
は
did
辛い
they do like a home inspection. And you know what? I totally get it. I understand,
みんながいるんだから
right? This little kid is roaming around on like the busy street. Again, not on the street. I was on the sidewalk, right? But I could have easily gotten hit by a car. I'd crossed streets to get there.
ここはなんだ
Could have gotten hit by a car.
慎吾の森
I could have gotten
レナが
kidnapped.
シンゴの森を
I
好き
could
な
have
の
fallen off the bridge, ended up drowned in the river. There's so many bad things that could have happened, but they didn't. And for me, it's something I can look back and laugh at. But I can absolutely 100% understand why the police notified Child Family Services and were like, hey, you need to go check this family out because something is wrong. And nothing was wrong. It was just, you know, you turn your back on a kid and next thing you know, they're gone. My kid, my oldest kid is like that.
もう大丈夫かい
Scared the shit out of my wife. Last month, I think it was, while they were in China.
ね
She tells them, just stay right there. Just wait there, Leon.
クロードも
And then she
お父さんのこと
turns
が辛いのに
to open the mailbox at the apartment to check the mail.
僕が
And
大
while
丈
she
夫
wasn't looking at him for like those 5 seconds she was checking the
きっ
mail,
と父さんも
he got in the elevator and he pressed the button and he went up the elevator. It's 29 floors. That's how big the apartment is where
さあ行こ
they're staying at her mom's place in China. And she's way up on like where is she? She's like on the 23rd floor or something like that. She's wicked high. Although I gotta give my wife credit. She didn't like panic and like try and rush up the stairs. Oh no, she stayed there and she sent her mom a message and let her know, hey, Leon went up in the elevator, and she watched the things to see, okay, where did the elevator stop? It only stopped on 2 floors. So my mother-in-law went to the higher floor and my wife went to the lower floor. He bumped into someone that they know and he went to her place and had an apple. And then when my wife got off, I think she said it was the 8th floor. And as soon as she got off the
す
elevator,
みません
that lady
急に飛び出したり
who
して
took him in saw her and he's like, oh, he's with me. You don't need to worry. But man, that could have ended in disaster.
私の方こそ辛いものを
Kids get kidnapped in
お見せしてしまい
China
ましたね
all the time, especially little boys. So they could have easily just disappeared there,
確かに
and they never would have
ショッ
found
ク
him
じゃない
again.
という
Even
か
inside that
噂になりま
apartment,
すけど
right? Anybody
私
could
が
just
知り
scoop
た
them
か
up,
ったこと
and that would have
そう
been
で
that.
すかデータは手に入り
And
ました
that was an innocent thing, right?
アームロックに帰
You're
りましょう
you're in the apartment building, and he listens most of the time when you say, "Okay, just wait here, Leon. Don't go in the elevator." And normally, like you said, normally he won't. He'll just stand there and
さっ
wait
きの
for
デ
you.
ータチップの
But
いえ
that day, for whatever reason, he got it in his head he was going to get in the elevator, and whoop, that was it. Up he went.
それじゃ
大丈夫です
It's
この町
crazy.
に天才がいますからねすぐそこですさあ
I don't think he's ever been swimming. We went to the beach a couple times, but the first time we went to the beach, he was like he had just learned how to walk, and the sand was just a little too complicated for him. It was hard for him to keep his balance because like the ground is always shifting.
紹介しましょう
And then the
こちらは
next time we
ミラー
went,
ジュ博士
it was really late in the season. It was after the beach. So there's this park close to where I live, and the beach is always there. Like obviously they don't pump all the water out of the beach and say sorry, beach is closed. But the government doesn't maintain the beach outside of the open season, which I think is May long to September long. So what they'll do is,
紹介なんてどうでもいいよ。一体何の用なの？
yeah, her voice is pretty good too.
こんなにゾロゾロ連れてきて。
Yeah, I like that voice.
ミラージュ博士
So what they'll do is they'll like clean all of the goose shit off the beach, and they like aerate the water, and they like rake. I'm sure it's not like actual rakes. I think it's just like
どうやら武器の設
a
計図
tractor
らしい
that
の
pulls a
だ
thing across the sand to rake the sand. But once the season is over, they just kind of leave it alone.
私にその武器を
And then when the
作れっていう
geese
の
are
かい？
wandering around crapping on everything, they don't clean it up because the beach, while it's still there and you could still swim, the water's not being aerated anymore. So you get you'll get a lot of algae build up in the water because it becomes more stagnant, and the beach gets really dirty with goose crap.
そのこ
But
とは
we didn't have time that year to go during the summer, so by the time we did go, the beach was closed. Instead, we just played on the plate structures. He likes that.
そんなことを言っている場合じゃなくなった。実験者は
公開紋章まさかどうしたら実験者に漏れるんだ
See, so how she says it here makes it think that, like, it's an object that was just left out. And then they're like, oh, this is nice. I'll take this symbol. I'm sure it wasn't just sitting on somebody's desk like a coaster or whatever.
理由を考えている余裕はない。ミラージュ。お前の腕な
But
ら
the fact that it
おそら
was
く解読し完成できるだろう。
it was some place that they could get at and then take, you know,
ほら、
makes
こ
it
れが
very
その電子
questionable.
ディスクだ。
ふん市長に頼まれたって言うんなら
Yeah, immunity from prosecution. Like, okay, come on, lady. If we're literally talking about the end of the universe here, we don't need to worry about this kind of crap. Just do it. There'll be no prosecution.
さあ、私たちも奥の部屋へ。
はい。
And there it is.
すごい確かにこの武器なら実験者どころか小さな衛星くらい吹っ飛ばせるな
It really shows how their culture and, like, the whole society has stagnated, right? This is technology that's 700 million years old, and she's, like, incredibly impressed and kind of blown away with how amazing it is. It's like, it's 700 million years old.
これってどれ
Right.
ですか？
Surely, in that unbelievable amount of time, they could have developed something that's even more crazy than this. Right? Like, just the fact that the 10 wise men are so overwhelmingly powerful compared to current medians, right? Like, the technological advancements that must have happened over 3 billion years, just, you can't even wrap your mind around that. I think they really did the game a disservice by having the time frames so ridiculously big. Right? Like 3.7 billion years. It's so, like, almost, I think I talked about this once already, right? It's like, it's almost longer than life on Earth. Right? Like, it's just
でも
like an unreal amount of time. And then 700 million years. The fact that they're even able to communicate, like they understood the language, right? Like, just look at how much language has changed from, like, 1700 to now. 300 years. Right? You go stand in London 300 years ago, you're probably not going to understand a whole lot of what's being said, right? There'll be like some things I bet you would still pick up because they haven't changed a whole lot, but like the way people speak and the way words are used, like, you would need to be like a linguist in order to figure out what the hell they're talking about, even though technically it's the same language, right? You're speaking English and they're speaking ye old English. It's still English. And you would think it'd be the same here, right? You're telling me that in 700 million years, their language didn't evolve at all? It's exactly the same? And it must be the same, because here she's reading, like, detailed technical schematics on how to build these ridiculous super weapons. She's got no problem, just a quick glance. We've barely been here. She's just looking at them. Oh yeah, this is this is that. This is really impressive. And this is how we're going to build it. Right? Like, if you were to get instructions on how to make a mangonel or a trebuchet or a ballista, some Roman instructions. Yep, this is how you make your ballista. I wouldn't be able to figure that shit out. I don't speak Latin. I don't read Latin. Like, I couldn't figure any of that out. Oh, My coworker just sent us a message. Sent me a message. Well, I guess he sent the team a message. Somebody stole his credit card and racked up $5,000 on it. Oh, holy shit.
それはつまり
Man, that would suck. Then you bet you he's gonna have to fight with the bank in order to get all those fraudulent charges taken off of his card. Probably a skimmer, like a card skimmer. You don't see that too often here. It's, now that I think about it, it's actually, I guess this is just my personal experience, but card skimmers seem less common now than they were when I was in my late teens and early 20s. Because I would constantly be getting phone calls from my bank telling me that I have to come in and get a new bank card because they're canceling my card. And then I'd ask them why, and they'd say, oh, well, one of the places you've recently used your card, there was an incident where someone was like taking the data off of the cards, and they would never tell you where, right? Because obviously, first, well, where was that? It's like, well, we can't tell you that. And then you start, like, well, what day was it? Right? And then sometimes they wouldn't want to tell you the date, right? It's like, well, you know, you just need to come in or whatever. But it's like, well, I want to look through my statement, and if I see anything suspicious, but how far back do I gotta go? And in the end, I figured it out. It was this movie theater. There's this movie theater that I'd go to all the time, and I would use, because I wouldn't want to wait in line to see the tellers, I would use like the little kiosks that are kind of off to the side, and somebody would just put like one of those card readers on the card reader, like the scanner there, the skimmer, and then when you scan your card to buy your movie ticket, it would just take the data off your card, and then it would record your PIN as you put your PIN in and steal all your information. Yeah, I figured it out because it happened like 4 or 5 times in like a really short period, but always after I went to the theater. Anytime I went to see the movie in that, see a movie in that short time. I think I can tell them I have the password now. Nope. Is it here? Merchant. This should be inside. Yeah. Shouldn't have gone up this way. I took the long way. I thought it was now. Yeah, because there's no private action there. I guess not. I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, now thankfully for me though, I never had anything stolen. It was just annoying because I had to go down to the bank and then wait in line to get a new debit card. Now they just send it to you in the mail. But then I had to go down and do it. But not like this guy. $5,000? Oh man. Actually, it'd be even worse for me because I just recently paid off my credit card. So they could take an astronomical amount. I'd probably cry. I'd say, oh my god. It took me how long to pay that off, and now it's empty or it's full, and I gotta pay it all back? Oh man. Oh, there's treasure chest over there. Okay, we'll go get that treasure chest. Yeah, that'd be rough. And you know the bank is going to be like, well, it's your own fault, and you must have given them the information, so we're not going to reimburse. It's like, screw you, pal. The government guarantees so much of the shit from the bank, and then they do. It's like insurance, goddamn scam. You pay and you pay and you pay, and then you want to use it, and you're like, well, this one time when you were little you stubbed your toe, so that means your broken foot is a pre-existing condition, so we're not going to pay. It's like, what? You goddamn crackpot. Hey, why? Oh, I gotta press the button. Now, thankfully, though, like, for my car, I've never had any problems with my car insurance. I guess that's the difference, right? Like, it's through the government and it's no fault. No fault insurance. So they don't really care. Well, they do care, but they're not as, like, crazy about it. And then because of my coverage, I don't have to pay for vandalism. I think you get attacked if you go out there while the lights are on. So I don't have to pay my deductible for vandalism. Which is nice because I had my car key. Oh, yeah. It triggers them to come after you. You're being a bunch of assholes. Oh well. But even at work, the employee benefits, the company that manages the employee sick benefits, man, are they a bunch of assholes. Anything and everything to try and get out of paying their claim, and they'll do it. Bunch of goddamn snakes. Bugs me because it's like the really big thing that bothers me about it is that for most people, they're using these benefits and they're only off for like a week, right? They're sick with the flu, they miss 5 days of work, so they need to use their benefits. But then after those 5 days, it transitions over to like your government sick, like employment insurance pays. I can't remember how long it is. It's not very long. I think they pay like 8 weeks worth or something like that. So it's like the benefit company's not even paying for those weeks. But you better believe they're all over you, giving you a hard time, driving everybody crazy. Are you sure you couldn't have gone to work during this time that you were ill? It's like, yeah, I had pneumonia. I was in the hospital. Are you sure you couldn't? It's like, fuck off, man. It's brutal. I don't have a very good opinion of insurance companies. This poor guy I know, he suffers from seizures, but because they're using Starflare on us, but because of the way the doctor filled out his paperwork, the insurance company, you prick, the insurance company didn't want to pick up the claim, saying, well, no, because the doctor says it's possible he might be able to do some work. It's a meatpacking plant. What is this guy gonna do in a meatpacking plant? He can just randomly have a seizure and collapse. Yeah, this is the kind of guy we want to have a knife. Here, just hold on to this mechanical knife. Don't have a seizure, or you might like collapse and stab yourself. bloody snakes. And that's not even like the only guy where they do shit like that too. All the time. Now thankfully I don't have to deal with these people because it's like the hourly benefits and I'm a salaried person, so I don't have to deal with that. I have my own different asshole insurance company I have to deal with. But most of the time if I'm sick, like if I miss, I would need to miss a bunch, like a lot of time before my boss would be like, hey, you gotta go through the insurance. Like last year, holy shit was I sick a lot last year. I had like the worst case of strep throat I've ever had. And it was strep throat, and then I ended up with an ear infection in both ears. I had all at the same time. I had strep throat, bronchitis, a double ear infection. And then the ear infection got so bad that I ended up with facial paralysis. Like the left side of my face, I thought I was having a stroke. Because like the left side of my face wouldn't move. Ended up in the hospital. I was there for like 13 hours before I finally got to see somebody. That sucked. And then I was taking like fists full of pills. You gotta take this pill to help your nerve heal, and these pills for the infection, and you gotta take steroids and blah 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 blah. And it's like, holy shit, man! It's so, oh my goodness. Right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. So, and glad that I saved. So this guy like absorbs the damage you deal, and then he like reflects it all back at you into that beam. So you need to be careful where you're standing and not do what I did, which is just like stand everybody right in front of it. See? Okay, I'm gonna use the revival card. This way, when somebody dies, see, there it is, pain release. Oh, this is the Demon's Gate. This is this new spell. See, the problem is more that like he does it back to back. So he's gonna, and it doesn't seem to. Okay, he's about to do it again. And he's doing it again. I might need to use Rena for this because I can't heal fast enough with items to compensate for how fast he's throwing the damage out. Actually, maybe Healing Star would work. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Then we'll check. He's got Noah. I think I gotta change that. You're so long, 97. Okay, we'll try like this. And then if this doesn't work... Ah, crap. Rena's not where she was supposed to be. Oh, he's doing it immediately? Okay, that was bullshit. Oh, it must be when his shields break. he's almost I actually blocked it there. Yeah. You just need to survive. Got our asses beat on this one. I hate these enemies just because of that damage release mechanic. At the end of the game, when you're at like the bottom floor of the Cave of Trials, those guys are the most dangerous enemies that you'll fight, because they'll do the same thing, right? It doesn't matter how strong you are, if they do that pain release twice back to back like that, you're gonna die. It's kind of annoying. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh, there's another treasure I missed. Well, let's go get that. How did I see that map? How did I do that? No, it's not start. There you go, select. Yeah. So I did miss one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get the challenge for collecting every single treasure chest. But if I'm already here, right? Oh, and then I can just do this. And we're done. Centropolis. City Hall. I think this is it. Oh no, this must be something else. So here they're discussing using using their symbol of divinity to redirect the symbol of annihilation so that it hits here. I don't remember that being a thing in the other games. I wish I could remember when it is you're supposed to... I could always look it up. I mean, I've got an old Star Ocean strategy guide on my phone. Oh, sounds like the neighbors or someone's fighting outside. Who's fighting? Okay, let's just go back to Armlock. Won't let me go to her place. It's weird how they choose which places you can fast travel to and which ones you can't. Like, there's really no reason why. And you know what? I am gonna look. Oh, 7! Another thing went through. Poor guy. He's just lost 7 grand. Stolen off his credit card. Holy shit. Ah, he went to a fast food place, and then after that, his card went crazy. Jollibees actually do pretty good chicken there. It's this like Filipino fast food chain, but there's a few of them here in the city I live in. They also do spaghetti, which is kind of weird to me, but whatever. And then they've got like whatchamahoo's it? They've got like pineapple in the sauce, which seems really weird to me, but
NPID だよ。
Whatever, they like it, I guess. It must
シティなん
be...
かで遊んでいていいんですか？
Is it in the table of contents where it says, oh, you son of a bitch. It's like super... Everything is so small. Yeah, Prince Bridge. Oh, it says it's optional. And it's true, like, you never really have to do anything in Prince Bridge. There's nothing there.
市長からの命令だよ。それに
So
ア
Prince
ミュー
Bridge
ズメント施
is...
設といっても遊ぶのとはわけが違う。
Okay,
とにか
174.
くファンシティに急いでいきな。準備は整っているはずだから。
Sorry, I just want to look.
はい。
I want to see... Feel the wisdom... It's a shame. 188? Okay, this is the Cave of Trials. What did I say? 174? Yeah, there you go. Oh, you need to read all of the information. Oop. Here, I'll go over it real quick. It says you're supposed to do it the first time, but you don't have to do it the first time. I'm sure you can do it anytime. Read all the information the library has. Oop. Read all the information energy has related to 10 wise men and energy need. Read all of the files and then try to access the classified information. And then later, when you visit Prince Bridge, it's the Age of Peace. Yeah, 3.7 billion years ago. Established the most advanced civilization in the galaxy. Symbol science. And they say life on Earth started around 3.74 billion years ago. Yeah, the times, like I said, they really do the game a disservice. If they had just done like hundreds of years, or even if it was like 1,000 years ago, this happened, and then you can say arenas from like 500, 600, 700 years ago or whatever. It still gives you that that sense of, man, this is really old. Like this happened a long time ago, without it being like so ridiculously far in the past, right? And then you also get around all of the ridiculous stuff of like how is like technology stagnated for 3 billion years where they've been inside here, right? How is like 700 million years go by and language is exactly the same? Not just the language, like the fact that that computer even turned on and that they could take the data off that computer from 700 million years ago and put it on a brand new computer, and that new computer would be able to play it and access the information. Just think of it like this. If I give you a floppy disk, a 3.5-inch floppy, not even the big 5-inch ones, but just the little guy, the 4.5-inch floppy, right? I give you that little one there. Are you gonna know what to do with that? Like, where would you even find a computer that could read a 4.5-inch floppy? What about a CD? I don't have a disk drive. Like the last 4 computers I've owned didn't have a disk drive. right? Shit, technology advances and it's just nuts. It's just nuts to me that this stuff would still be compatible. Thanks for attending my rant. But even with that weirdness, the game is still good. Hmm. Oh, I've got to talk to the professor. Yeah, so this is where I'm kind of in now, right? So later when you visit Prince Bridge, you enter the university, talk to the guy on the western end that he took about his research, and then you need to talk to the guy on the first floor all the way to the east. And then you're like, oh, what's this? And then you got to go back and talk to the first guy. And then he talks about trying to hack into the mainframe, the North City mainframe. And I think this is where Rena gives him the information. Where he's like, oh yeah, this is the password. It's like, what? How did you remember that, like, 20-digit thing? Yeah, here it is.
この研究室はもうずっと歴史研究をしていて、私は17代目の室長なんです。
Yeah, I can see that voice.
その資料には以前からアクセスできないクラスファイドファイルがあって、歴史研究をする者の興味の対象だったのです。
Considering how long they've been here, somebody could have just brute forced that password by now, right? Don't forget, they've been in the energy need for like 3 billion years. It's been 700 million years since the laboratory exploded. You could just set a computer to try every single combination. Yeah, it's 20 digits, alphanumeric, but just run it non-stop. And by now, you would have broken it.
あまり大きな声では言えないのですが、ノースシティ図書館へハッキングして怪しいファイルへのアクセスを試みているのですが、何かの情報機関で裏情報でも手に入れられれば。でもコネがないからな。
Oh, this is where we go. Now we go talk to Chisato. Here. Let's get our royalty money. Yeah, look at that. Now we're rolling in the money. Yeah, get out of here, kid. Come back when you've written something worth publishing. It's like, you just gave me like $1 million. Actually, not quite. Or was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he just gave me like 1.1 million bucks. I think I've proven that we have something worth reading. Oh, I'm too high now. This is the mayor's office. This should be it. Yeah, there we go. Now there's that PA down there where she works. And you can't do this quest if she's not on your team, I'm pretty sure. Because you need to be able to do this private action. Oh no, it says here that regardless of her relationship with the party, she agrees to look into it, but it says it'll take some time. And then you need to like leave and come back or do another private action. I might be able to get away with just doing this. No, it's gonna make me leave. Okay. So we'll go here. We'll leave. We'll go back. And then we'll go meet her again. And I'll just try and avoid everybody. Some doggos, a couple of doggos. There's the bunny. Now, as long as they haven't changed anything, because this guide I bought this guide ages ago, and it's for like the PSP version of the game. But nothing has really changed. Like, Like, nothing major anyways. So far, everything I've looked at in this guide has been the same. In regards to like these private action things, obviously there have been some massive changes in just like the way the game looks.
で、
一応方法は見つけてきたわ。
何かあったの？
パスワードの書かれた紙は赤いプラスチック板に挟まれた格好になっていたの。
それって
つまり軍事機密事項ってやつ。
Yeah.
ノースシティのコンピューターになぜこんな情報があるのか。プロテクトもギブアウェイでの
Why that would even be? She's got a point here. Why would this ridiculously important classified information even be on a civilian computer?
千里さんはその情報
の内容によるけど、あまりにショッキングな情報だとエナジーね。
そうですか。
At least that makes sense to you. At least she's responsible about it, right? It's like, yeah, it's a juicy story, but if it's going to cause a lot of problems,
ノースシティの図書館に行ってみましょう。
then it's not worth it.
すまんな。
Yeah. It should just let me fast travel there. I can't understand why some buildings you can and some buildings you can't. Especially the library, because like for this quest specifically, they want you to come and go. And now it's like, I got the thing.
申し訳ありません。この項目はプロテクトがかかっていまして。
パスワードが書かれた紙が入ったプラスチック板です。多分これで。
And they're so like, where did you get this?
無駄かもしれませんが。
And how would
ま
this
あ試してみましょう。
this paper, how would it even last? Version 3.02a. Ooh. Hey, this password was only 11 characters. It's not very secure.
すごい！プロテクトが解除されたぞ。
But it won't let you take it. We'll have to go back to Prince Bridge to get the information.
Yeah, びっくりした。これは少々お待ちください。あれ？
Yeah, it doesn't work.
申し訳ありません。何かやっぱりアクセスできないみたいです。あの端末じゃ。
Wah wah. No, I want out of here. And now we can go back to Prince Bridge. And we can talk to those guys. I think we can only get the first two, and then we need like the hack thing from the other guy, the Pandora's box, and then it lets us in.
私はネーデの歴史を研究しています。しかしその資料には以前からアクセスできないクラスファイドファイルがあって、
Actually, it should say on my guide here.
さらに最近エナジーネーデに移住するいきさつについての情報
Yeah,
に
firewall
矛盾
breach.
が見えてきたのです。
Return to North City, so I did that already.
突然現れた歴史上の破壊者。
And then after you visit the lab, which you just
かな
done,
り興味のある対象です。
and then we'll tell him the password. And then we can get the project proposal and the research report. And then we need the decoder from that guy we talked to before. It's Pandora's box.
あまり大きな声では言えないのですが、ノースシティ図書館へハッキングして怪しいファイルへのアクセスを試みているのですが、うまくいかないんです。せめてヒントでもあれば。
Yeah, and then you need to like enter and exit.
何かの情報機関で裏情報でも手に入れられ。そういえば、 最近閉鎖されてい
僕たちのことだ。
That was us.
モンシュア兵器研究所に
え
Oh?
あなたたちなんですか？その時に研究所のデータバンクにアクセス
We
したで
have
しょ
no idea what this information is or how
そ
dangerous
ん
it
なこ
could
と
be.
知ってどうするんですか？
機密ファイルへのアクセスのヒントにするんですよ。
とは言っても
私おば
本当ですか？
ええ3248-9976-2168-9934 BZ9F です。
すごいな、レナ。
Yeah, that's almost as impressive as her healing powers.
なるほど。
I'm not gonna lie.
いい数字ですね。
He just cracks off a 20 character thing.
いいぞ。
Must be nice to be young. I remember in my early 20s, I could remember my credit card number. I don't know how the hell I memorized it, but I couldn't tell you what it is now. Not that I would, not that I would say it on the stream. Yeah, here's my credit card number, and here's the 3 digits on the back. Don't just max up my card, please. I just paid it off.
ほら、み
Yeah, so here they're talking about, well, we could just look at it. Yeah, rebel movements. So they weren't like peaceful. It was like an empire, rebel armies. 24 neighboring planets. Bunch of neat technologies fallen into these underdeveloped planets. Yep, Needian cooperation. Dr. Lantis, so that's the guy who makes the 10 Wise Men. And they're like genetically engineered. The Army Supreme Council. They're going to develop the humanoid battle units. Yeah. Very interesting. So these are really more like just prototypes, right? Because they're like the first units developed. So Zafkiel, I think that's the one that we're about to kill. So these 3 here, Zafkiel, Jophiel, Metatron. So those are the first 3 I believe we fight. So we fight Zafkiel, that's the guy with the sword. So we're going to kill him in Fun City. And then we're going to kill Jophiel in Fun City. And then we're going to kill Metatron in Armlock. Because he's attacking Mirage. And then Michael is, I believe he's the second last boss. He's the guy with the red cape. The black cape with the red trim, I mean. And then the data collection. So Zadkiel, I think that's the guy with all of the eyes on it. And then Camiel is the one, he's got like the green hood, I believe. Oh no, Raphael is not the one I'm thinking of. It's Lucifer is, yeah, I think Lucifer is the second last boss, and Gabriel is at the top. I'm mixing them up in my head. They changed all the names. Yeah. So the rebel army kills Philia. So it's Dr. Lantis' daughter, and they keep it secret so that he'll finish work. Yeah, on Gabriel, the last of the 10 Wise Men. And again, this is just like the first batch. They could have made more, right? They could have refined the technique, refined the technology. And you know, I bet you if they had just told him, it's like, hey, this is what happened, it would have affected him, but it wouldn't have made him be like, okay, I'm gonna change their programming from like putting down the rebellion to destroying the universe. Right? he still would have been upset, he still would have been mad, but the fact that his government, like the army and the government, lied to him and kept it a secret to like get him to finish working on the project, that's what made him so pissed off. And then he puts like his mind in Gabriel. So Gabriel is like a mix of like the mind that it had, and then Dr. Lantis and Philia, because they're all kind of in there. And I like this. This backstory thing here is it does well to like explain kind of like why they are the way they are, and like kind of what the whole deal is with them. But if you don't do this quest, then you there's like no sign of any of this stuff. So it's just like, okay, so they're just like a bunch of evil guys who are evil for the sake of being evil. And then even if you accidentally do the private action to get the limiter off the final boss, right, you still don't know really enough. I think that's another weakness, I think, of this game. I think I mentioned that before too, is that like they should have done more to let you know, like more character building on the 10 wise men themselves, just so that you kind of, all right, yeah, you gotta leave and come back and do a private action. Yeah, we'll do one. Well, this is probably Leon here in Mirage's place. Yeah. What's up? It's like, I need to absorb all of this knowledge so I can take it back and advance the civilization. Yeah. Just think of how dangerous this is. Like, and the ending where Chisato is with Leon, they kind of touch on that because he tries to take some of the things that he's learned here and apply it back on Expel, and she won't let him do it. She's like, well, you can't just introduce this stuff. You need to like grow into it. Right? I think I saw a video or something like that, like a joke video where like these guys, it was like the Revolutionary War, and these guys were like driving around on motorcycles with machine guns and just gunning down the British. It'd be not quite like that, of course, but it'd be very similar, right? Because they're the needing and understanding of symbology is so advanced that it's just so far beyond anybody else, right? And Leon is an inventor and a symbology prodigy, so he's just sucking this information up like you wouldn't believe. So he's sucking it up like crazy, and it would be easy for him to like apply that information. I think you need to come and go like 2 or 3 times. So we'll try this and see what happens. No. Yeah, we're not going to do the Fun City yet. Huh. I thought it would show the exclamation mark. Oh, actually, I can do this. Swap them back. Okay, so this is going to be Rena. There you go. Very light hyper launcher. Yeah. Well, let's just go check. Oop. Because we should be able to do it now. You just need to like come and go a few times to make the time pass. There you go. Then we'll check out the incident report. Yeah, Dr. Phinal set off all of the lab's defense mechanisms. It appears he found out about his daughter while working on the data collection units. Yeah, surprise, surprise. He figured it out. Ten wise men left the lab, indiscriminate attacks on all facilities, bringing order to the neighboring planets to destroy the universe. Destroyed a squad of riot police. Yeah, so in order to put them down, they had to bring the army back to fight them. Yeah, and then Atlantis trapped them in eternity space. Most likely. Yeah, I don't like that. That's kind of weak. Thought pattern images belong to Dr. Atlantis and his daughter. Yeah, see? So they're talking about already that, okay, he's installed his... It's weird though that he had like... He had a copy of his daughter's mind already on the computer. Right? Because at this point she's been dead for... Like, you don't know how long she's been dead, but she's dead. Right? Like, so how do you get a thought pattern out of a corpse? 80% of the Nedian personnel, military personnel, that's no wonder why they locked themselves up, right? Like 80% of your military lost. Well, they don't talk, I guess, like just casualties. So casualties could be wounded. So killed and wounded 80% of the personnel just to put down the 10 wise men. And they didn't even put them down, right? They just like forced them back into the lab, and then Atlantis put them in eternity space. Yeah, and the morale of the remaining 20% would be so bad. No wonder why it's difficult to put the rebels down. Energy need. Yeah, keep them from overrunning need. If they never wanted anybody to learn this information, they shouldn't have written it down. They shouldn't have kept it at all. Oh, I think I read this one already, right? Yeah. And then that's it. So we got all of our information. So we'll do this. A lot less fighting this time and a lot more of me just talking about nothing. And just doing random shit. We're gonna do this. And then we'll fight the 10 wise men. And then tomorrow I'll beat the game. 3 days later. This is where we get our... There you go. Oh, and I haven't made the Eternal Sphere, or whatever they call it now. That's... I could have made that I could have made that
見ての通りです。
ミラージュさんが来た。
pretty much immediately with customize
まずはクロード
once I
あん
got
たにはこ
the
れだ半物質でできた剣
whatchamacallit,
Sacred
the deadly edge. Ooh, and then these
それからレナ
are the Knuckles Hope. It's the best weapon for her.
半物質でできたナックル
Both of these weapons reduce your MP cost by half. Yay!
それからこいつがボイドマターだ
Where is the customize in here? Can't remember. Okay, art. This must be crafting. Writing.
使い方は至って簡単
Favorite dishes.
ただ持っているだけでいいそれだけであんたたちの武器が半物質フィールドに包まれるように調整してある
No, it's not super specialties. I must have missed it. Pickpocketing.
そいつはす
Yeah, it's impressive, alright.
それじゃ私は帰らせてもらうとするかな
Okay, what the heck? Where is aesthetic design?
もう帰っちゃうんですか？
Yeah, she's just like, well, I'm done.
ああ早めに終わらせておきたい論文とかもあるからな
そうですか。
まあ最後まで頑張りな私はあんたたちの味方だから
Am Google trying to open on my
ありがと
phone?
うございました。ミラージュさん。
Yes, thanks, Mirage.
礼には及ばないさ私も作ってて楽しかったよそれじゃ
さてと、武器も手に入ったことだし、これからどうしようか。
もう少しファンシティにいた方がいいんじゃないかしら。ナールさんからの連絡もまだだし。
そうだね。それじゃあもう少しこの闘技場で特訓していようか。
では特訓したい場合は私に話しかけてください
Yeah, there we go. So the sharp edge with the mithril gives you the minus sword, and then the minus sword with a mithril gives you the eternal sphere. So if we have two mithrils, actually, let's just check. Yeah, deadly edge. Yeah, it only makes one thing. Oh, I've got 19 mithrils, and it's a 100% chance.
なんとかなるさ。
What is this thing? Success. Blade of Minos. The Cursed Sword. Uh-oh. Decreases own HP by 10 when attacking? Why would I ever use that? Hey, and I got to keep my mithril. 600 attack power. Since I'm using now 1400. And now I mix the Blade of Minos with mithril. Ooh, it's only 50-50. It's because I don't have enough, my customized skill is too low. Man. Okay, let's check something then. Oh, 100%.
なんとかなるさ。
Here it is, the Eternal Sphere. But I think they changed the name. Ta-da! What? Oh, I just made another one of these. Oh, it's still only 50-50. Now I got two.
なんとかなるさ。
Nope. Wah wah. Fail. Okay, I'm not gonna do that again. Here, let's save it first because I don't want to screw this up. And and we'll try again. There it is. Eternia, that's what it is called now. Powerful sword of unholy magic, imbued with the eternal powers of the never-ending universe. 1600 attack power. Launch stars additional attacks. There we go. So this is what I was using, 1400. The God Slayer. This is what we just got. This is our antimater weapon. 1250 attack power. And it does reduce MP cost by half. And then the Eternia, 1600 attack power. So we can equip that now. And then I'll give Rena the Knuckles of Hope, her best weapon. Actually, there might be a better one now, because they did add some like better equipment for some people, like for her, except for example, perfect example, Chisato. Her best one is the Weird Slayer. It's just one that you get by going through the game. But now I think she actually has like a better kind of thing. Now, I don't think we could possibly lose now, but I'd rather save and not need to than not save and have to do a bunch. Actually, it doesn't matter, because even if he whooped us, it would just let me retry. Like it did when we lost to the Barker there a couple times. There he is, Metatron. And now Zafkiel, I think his name is, he's gonna show up and we're gonna fight him. You. I would say it probably wasn't much of a battle at all. Right? Like, we didn't do anything, and there was no hope that we could ever possibly win against him. He's got such a weird pose and such a strange looking face. At least they're polite. I gotta give Dr. Lantis credit. They're not all polite, mind you. I think Metatron is probably the most polite out of the bunch. But when we fight other guys later, they're like, well, we should introduce ourselves, so that you know who it is that just killed, that's gonna kill you. I don't know if a lion would use any of its claws. I guess it would use one to like hold the mouse down, and then it would just nom 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 gobble up the mouse. That's if a lion would even waste its time on a mouse. You see that in movies a lot with like giant monsters, and they see a person and they just chase them down. You can't help but think, it's like, how many calories did this giant monster just burn chasing down a person to eat a single individual? And how many calories are they gonna get after eating this person? It's just not worth it. I'd need to be like 500-600 pounds for it to be worth Godzilla to gobble me down. Right? Right? It doesn't make any sense. Back here. Oh, he doesn't like Leon. Leave him alone. Bowman's down. And Claude. And Ernest. Okay. Ah, you ass. Ooh. Okay, it's not working. And then we will do, I guess, this. There we go. I think we're good now. Oh yeah. Got him with my laser gun. Okay, that could have gone a lot smoother. We definitely took more damage there than I was expecting. We should take his sword. If it didn't disappear, it would have been cool if we could take that one. Yeah, gotta catch the other two. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure I was at full life. Pew pew. Does he still kill those? In the other two versions, he blasts like a family. He kills disintegrates some little kids, or at least a kid, and some other people. So they run away. These two, yeah. Pow, pow, pow. Just vaporized that little girl. It's waiting for you in hell. Hell yeah. This guy floats around a lot. If I remember right, he's got a lot of beams. He shoots beams out. He's big on the line attacks. Blah. Yeah, oh, that's kind of neat. Stone, and look at that. His life just evaporated. Once we, yeah, no problem. Once we broke his shields, he was finished. And the same thing happened to the other guy too. In that once his shields were down, he didn't stand a chance. We just wrecked him. This guy must be more cybernetic. 3 minus 2 equals 1. Yep, thanks for that basic math tip there, Leon.
そういえば先ほどの女ってまさかミラージュ博士のことだ。
Yeah, Mirage. Let's go. Oh, it will just let me fast travel there. Well, we'll walk this way. Because we're going to tell the guy we killed 2 of them. And we're going to go get the last one. Or the 3rd guy. And then the army shows up and we've already killed him. Although at this point, there's nothing they could do. Right? Absolutely nothing that the army could do. We have 100% of the antimatter weapons. We're the only ones who have that. So even if they could bring 100% of their military, it wouldn't do them any good. Because they could never get through their defenses. And here we're dicking around investigating. What's going on here? we know what's going on here. The Metatron is here to put an end to Dr. Mirage. Really, what they should have done is they should have had Metatron here for defense, and then one of the two information gathering ones trying to figure out what it is that we did, right? Like, one of the things that catches them by surprise is the fact that we can even hurt them. If they knew that we had these antimatter weapons, maybe they would have done things differently, right? It's hard to say.
お前たちの方が悪いからじゃないか。
自らの目でしか物を見ようとしない愚かなことだ。まあいい。
Yeah, that's such a stupid way of seeing things. He's like, you can only see, you can't see other perspectives. But the perspective of, yeah, sir, I didn't take the perspective of like genocidal murderers into consideration. Like, screw you, pal. Yeah, he's got this annoying shield thing that he does that makes him immune to damage. It's the only thing that makes this I don't even want to say difficult, because I think he's pretty simple to fight. It's just annoying because he'll turn it on and then it stays on for a while and then eventually it'll go away. But there's really nothing that you can do. So you just gotta wait it out. And then once it goes away, you can just pound him. But sometimes he'll turn it on, or he'll turn it off and then immediately turn it back on again. So it's like, come on. Just wasting my time. 218,000, that's a nice chunk of XP though. Now she's mad because she was put at risk.
勝手に人を殺さないでくれ。
でも
反抗しないでやられたふりしてればなんとかよ。
もう大丈夫。
さっきよりはだいぶ良くなったよ。まったく市長も私の身の危険に気づかないんだから。間が抜けてるよね。
And she doesn't have her priorities straight.
もうすぐ
She wants like
応援が来ると思います。
immunity from prosecution, and she's mad because this is dangerous.
さすがだね。あんた
The fate of the universe is in the hanging in the balance here.
奴らは確実に焦り始めてる。いい気になって準備。
それはなんとなくわか
私たちの方が
Yeah.
思ったより優位かも。
And now we go to L'Aqua and then Phinal, and we're done. And in this version, you can't. In this version, you can't accidentally remove the limiter because you need to beat the game first, and you need to actually beat the game. In the other version, you just needed to get to the final save point, save, and then you could leave. But now they made it so that you had to win. So you'll have to fight the last boss, beat him, do all of that stuff, and then you can load. You can make a save and then load that save, which puts you at the final save point. Then you can leave the final dungeon, and then you can go back to Fun City and talk to that guy who sends you back to Expel in like the VR headset. And then once you're back in Expel there, you can do the Cave of Trials.
ラクアで
すべての準備は整いました。いよいよあなた方の勝利を。
Ta-da!
行こうぜ。
Does the encyclopedia, does it show you how many? Yeah, so I'm missing, so I've got this one. So somewhere on Expel, Not sure where this one would be. Dawnlit Caverns. The laboratory. Yeah, Claude. Moment of Truth. And what was this one? So this one is in the Cross Cave, and this one is in Mars. So maybe this one was in Hurley? The Emperor of Fish? Oh yeah. Hilton, right? Statue of the Three Warriors. Yes, Liqueur. It's the Energy Stone. So maybe there's another one by Illyria. Number 17. What's this one? Oh, this is the Field of Might. Huh, and this one is back on Expel. This is like where that raid boss was. So 21, 23. Yeah, now here's Energy Need. So is this one in the tower? Yeah, Needopedia. Space-time relics. Energy fields. I wonder if one of these is by the Cave of Trials. And then the fish. We're down to like the last couple, right? Yeah, I think this is the one that's at the bottom of the Cave of Trials. And then this one I just missed in Southern Cross. And then there should be item stuff too. Yeah. Look at that. We're only 50%. That's because I haven't done any item. I haven't done a lot of item creation. So I've got all the cards. I'm missing a painting. You gotta be kidding me. I wonder if this is one that only certain people can make. And I'm missing a portrait. Chisato. Sculptures. So we've got all of this stuff. So for art, we're pretty good. Praise, crafting. This, yeah, look at all this shit we're missing here. I've done none of this. And then writing, we should be good on writing. Compounding is another one, right? I don't like compounding because it takes forever. And what you get out of it isn't very good. Cooking can be okay, but like look at all the items that are in here. Alchemy. This is just making them, so it's not that big a deal. Just really 8 is as high as I got, huh? Well, I can make a Philosopher's Stone. It shows up anyways. 30%. Replication doesn't make anything. I don't have all of these either. Really. I've got all of her stuff. We'll make 10. See if we can get it. There we go. We don't do the same thing here. Nope. And I don't have any more. And I've got all of this stuff. Yes, I think we'll do this. We'll do this private action with Ariana, and then that'll be it. And then tomorrow we'll beat the game. At least it should be this one with Ariana. Oh yeah, there she is. We could also get one here with Leon. No, Mariana. I keep getting her name wrong. I would be incredibly suspicious of her. Like, how did she get away? Right? And why did she, like, get away and then, like, disappear? Did they, like, do something to her? To make her, like, a spy? Or something like that? Then she attacks you. But you can't, because she's too badly hurt. It's like, okay, listen, lady. We've already killed 3 of them, including the one that you fought. Right? The same one that she fought, we killed. So I think if anyone here is going to be able to beat him, it'll be us. It's kind of interesting that despite all their technology, they still focus primarily on melee attacks, right? Like, where's all the crazy guns? Even Chisato, who's got she uses the stun guns, she still punches and kicks people. Bleh. I'm sure she'll be fine. And there's Ernest in the background there. And now if we talk to her a few times, she gives us some stuff. Silver Cross. Ring of Light Speed. Yeah, and I think that's it. Ooh, interesting. The Ring of Light Speed? Oh yeah, I can't, because of the... I think that makes you, like, wicked fast. Let's see if I can find it. Ooh, +2 attack hits. Okay, get rid of the Meteor Ring. And do the Ring of Light Speed. That's really nice. And he doesn't have... Did it not apply to him? I can't remember why I didn't give him one. Well, I'll do it now. Maybe I just forgot. The chain. I have the meteor thing, right? And he's got one too. Then the music will come back. Yay! Can't remember which side the fortune teller is on. Is it this side? Yep. And it's this one. Oh no, this is the wrong one. But we can see how many treasure chests we found. 35. It tells you that I'm not very good at finding the treasure chests. Yeah, this is the one. And then you can see which of the ladies. I think it might be Celine. But we'll check them all. Very solid relationship. It's kind of a waste now because you can just like see the values. Yeah. Which is weird because I should be able to see... It's in here somewhere, isn't it? X? Oh yeah, so Rena did creep up. Look at that, my highest relationship is with Bowman. Because we fight together all the time. That's why I thought maybe Oprah's would creep up. I think my relationship with Celine has actually decreased over time. And then Rena. Rena's is always hard to keep from going up to the highest. Everybody likes Claude. She's with Ernest, as usual. And I find Chisato is hard to pair with people because she comes so late in the game. Her highest is with Claude, really. That's interesting. This will change a lot when we go back and do all of the private actions. Because right now I'm only doing...
Yeah.
Oh, this is because of Mariana. Right now, I only did the ones that were time sensitive. I didn't do all of them. I'll do all of them later. Like after we go back to Expel. But we'll do that tomorrow. 19 hours 46 minutes. We're gonna for sure finish tomorrow because all we gotta do now is we go to Laqua and we spend the night at Laqua. Rena is gonna show up to talk to Claude because she's got, or it might be Bowman because Bowman's his relationship is the highest. And then we'll do Phinal and we'll win, and then that'll be it for this week. And then we'll go back and we'll do the Cave of Trials. It might take like 2 videos, maybe, to do them. And there's all of those raid bosses now too that we can do. So we'll have to try out all that type of stuff.